In Chapter 4 of Elemental Reckoning, Chronicles of the Soulbound Slayer, Aelar and Sylas embark on the Elemental Convergence, a trial that tests their mastery of fire, earth, air, and water. As they confront the elemental challenges and unite their powers, they prepare to face the impending Elemental Eclipse and the darkness that threatens Elyria. In a solemn ceremony, they take the oath of the Soulbound Slayer, pledging to protect the elemental balance. The destiny of Elyria is in their hands, and the elemental harmony must endure.
With the knowledge obtained from the sanctuary of equilibrium, Sylas and I continued our journey through Elyria, determined to thwart the impending elemental eclipse and confront the darkness that threatened our world. As we ventured deeper into uncharted territory, we encountered beings of elemental power, guardians of the land, who had watched over Elyria since time immemorial. They revealed to us the ancient prophecy that foretold the arrival of a soulbound slayer, a warrior gifted with mastery over all four elements, chosen by fate to safeguard the elemental balance. The prophecy spoke of a final trial, a convergence of the elements themselves, where the chosen one would be tested in the crucible of fire, earth, air, and water. Success in this trial would grant the power to stand against the impending darkness, while failure would seal Elyria's fate. Guided by the wisdom of the elemental guardians, we embarked on a quest to prepare for the elemental convergence. Each of the four elements presented us with unique challenges. Fire was our first trial. We journeyed to the scorching deserts of Pyroxus, where the sun blazed relentlessly and the land seemed to thirst for flame. Here, I faced infernos that roared like dragons, their flames reaching heights that seemed to touch the sky. Sage Pyrrhian's teachings echoed in my mind as I summoned torrents of water to quell the relentless blaze. The searing heat threatened to consume me, but my mastery over water allowed me to endure and emerge victorious. Earth was our next challenge. The trial of Earth brought us to the towering cliffs of Terraforge, where the very ground trembled with ancient power. Sage Terra's lessons guided me as I navigated treacherous landscapes, shaping and reshaping the earth beneath my feet. Stone guardians rose from the ground, testing my control over the earth's raw power. With each trial, I grew more adept at manipulating the very ground I walked upon. Air was the element we confronted in the trial of air. We ascended to the floating isles of Zephyria, where the wind howled like a chorus of spirits. Sage Zephyr's teachings allowed me to become one with the air, my movements as fluid as a breeze. I danced through sky currents and harnessed gusts to soar to great heights. The storm's fury became my ally, and I learned to command the tempest itself. Water marked our final trial. The trial of water took place beneath the crystalline waves of Aquarian's abyss. Sage Aquaria's guidance allowed me to delve into the ocean's depths, where the pressure threatened to crush me. Here, I encountered creatures of the abyss, testing my ability to control water in its most unforgiving form. The power of the ocean became my strength as I navigated its depths with grace and purpose. With each trial successfully completed, I felt the convergence of the elements drawing nearer. The power of fire, earth, air, and water flowed through me, harmonizing into a symphony of elemental mastery. The destiny of the Soulbound Slayer was on the horizon, and Elyria's fate hung in the balance as we prepared to face the ultimate trial of the elemental convergence. Having mastered the individual elements through our trials, Sylas and I felt a growing sense of purpose as we continued our journey towards the elemental convergence, a trial that would test our combined mastery of fire, earth, air, and water. Our path led us to a sacred grove hidden deep within the heart of Elyria, a place where the boundaries between the elemental realms blurred. Here, we were to face the ultimate challenge, a trial that would determine whether we were worthy of the power to stand against the looming darkness. As we entered the grove, the air seemed to thrum with elemental energy, and the very ground pulsed with life. It was as if the elements themselves were watching, ready to gauge our worthiness. The trial began with a deafening roar as flames erupted around us. Fire danced like living creatures, forming intricate patterns that spiraled and twisted. I remembered the trial of fire, the scorching deserts of Pyroxus, and the lessons of Sage Pyrrhian. With Sylas by my side, we called upon the power of water and earth. Torrents of water surged forth, shaping the flames into a mesmerizing dance. The earth beneath our feet became our canvas as we manipulated it to weave intricate barriers, deflecting the fiery onslaught. As the flames subsided, the ground trembled beneath us, and the very stones we had shaped rose into the air. The trial of earth had begun. The elemental guardians watched as we called upon the winds, using their power to navigate the floating rocks. Air currents buffeted us from all directions, but our mastery over the element allowed us to move with grace and precision. We danced among the levitating stones, maintaining our balance as if we were part of the very air we breathed. With the trial of air behind us, we descended to the heart of a crystal-clear pool that seemed to hold the essence of the ocean itself. This was the trial of water, and the challenges it presented were as unforgiving as the depths of Aquarian's abyss. The water surged and formed into powerful waves that threatened to engulf us. But with a deep connection to the element, I called upon its strength, shaping the water to create a barrier that protected us from the relentless onslaught. Sylas, too, drew upon the essence of water, his mastery combining with mine to hold the waves at bay. As we emerged from the pool, drenched but victorious, a sense of unity and purpose filled our hearts. The Elemental Convergence had tested us to our limits, but it had also shown us the power of our combined abilities. We were not just individual masters of the elements, we were a force to be reckoned with, a beacon of hope in the face of darkness. With the trial completed, the Elemental Guardians appeared before us, their approval evident in their solemn expressions. They bestowed upon us a gift, a token of their trust and blessing. It was a pair of ancient amulets, each radiating with the essence of one of the elements. As we clasped the amulets around our necks, a surge of power coursed through us. We were ready for the final confrontation, the battle against the impending elemental eclipse and the darkness that threatened to consume Elyria. The destiny of the Soulbound Slayer and her loyal ally was about to be realized, and we were determined to face it together. Empowered by the elemental amulets bestowed upon us by the Guardians, Sylas and I stood on the threshold of the Elemental Convergence's ultimate trial. The grove's serene atmosphere now crackled with anticipation as the elements awaited our test of mastery. The air grew charged with energy, and the very grove seemed to come alive. Flames leaped from the ground, stones rose into the air, torrents of water cascaded from the pool, and wind currents spiraled around us. This was the Elemental Convergence, a convergence of fire, earth, air, and water, all interwoven into a breathtaking spectacle. Sylas and I exchanged a knowing glance, our determination unwavering. The Guardians watched, their eyes filled with ancient wisdom and approval, as we prepared to confront the culmination of our training. The trial began with a whirlwind of fire and earth. Infernos danced like living creatures while floating stones circled us, forming a fiery, tumultuous maelstrom. The ground trembled beneath our feet, and our control over the elements was put to the ultimate test. Sylas and I moved as one, calling upon our mastery over water and air to counter the Inferno's fury. We summoned walls of water that quenched the flames and created channels of flowing water that cooled the searing heat. The gusts of wind we conjured became our allies, guiding us through the tempest of earth and fire. As the fiery maelstrom subsided, we were faced with a tranquil pool, the very pool from which we had emerged after the trial of water. Now it held the essence of all four elements, an intricate dance of fire, earth, air, and water. This was the heart of the Elemental Convergence. The pool's surface rippled with elemental energy, and its depths seemed to beckon us. We stepped into the pool, and the elements embraced us, each one contributing to a symphony of power. Fire, earth, air, and water merged within us, harmonizing like a celestial chorus. In that moment, I felt the weight of destiny, the mantle of the Soulbound Slayer. Sylas and I shared a profound connection, our mastery over the elements blending seamlessly. We were no longer individuals, we were elemental conduits, channels through which the world's balance flowed. As we emerged from the pool, the elemental guardians appeared before us once more. Their expressions held a mixture of reverence and hope, and they spoke with a unified voice. "The Elemental Convergence has revealed your true power," they intoned. "You are the Soulbound Slayer, chosen by fate to safeguard Elyria's elemental balance. The impending darkness seeks to disrupt this harmony, but your unity and mastery of the elements will stand as a beacon of hope." With the elemental amulets glowing brightly around our necks, we knew that our destiny was clear. The battle against the impending Elemental Eclipse awaited, and the fate of Elyria rested in our hands. The elemental harmony of our world would endure, for we were ready to face the darkness that threatened to consume it. As Sylas and I stood before the elemental guardians, our hearts filled with a profound sense of purpose. We had undergone the trials of the Elemental Convergence and emerged as the Soulbound Slayer and her loyal ally, united by mastery over the elements. The Guardians, their forms shimmering with elemental energy, spoke with a solemnity that resonated through the grove. "Aelar and Sylas, you have proven yourselves as guardians of the elemental balance, chosen by fate to stand against the impending darkness. But your journey is not yet complete." They gestured toward the horizon, where the celestial alignment of the Elemental Eclipse loomed, casting an ominous shadow over Elyria. The darkness draws near, and its hunger for elemental energy is insatiable. You must confront the Vortexians, the harbingers of chaos, and protect Elyria's elemental harmony. With a shared resolve, Sylas and I stepped forward, facing the elemental guardians. We raised our amulets, their radiant energies blending into a vibrant spectrum of colors representing the four elements: fire, earth, air, and water. In unison, we spoke the oath of the Soulbound Slayer. "We are bound by the elements, protectors of Elyria's balance. With fire, we shall burn away the darkness. With earth, we shall stand firm against its tide. With air, we shall soar above its reach. With water, we shall cleanse and heal the wounds it inflicts." As our voices echoed through the grove, a powerful surge of elemental energy enveloped us. The amulets glowed brighter, their energies intertwining, and we felt the elemental guardians' blessings infuse us with newfound strength. The guardians nodded in approval, their ancient eyes reflecting a deep trust. "Go now, Soulbound Slayer and loyal ally. Face the darkness that threatens our world. The fate of Elyria rests upon your shoulders, and the elemental harmony shall endure." With the elemental amulets gleaming with power and our hearts filled with determination, Sylas and I departed the sacred grove. The elemental eclipse approached, and our destiny as protectors of the elemental balance awaited its ultimate test. Together, we embarked on a journey to confront the Vortexians, to thwart the impending darkness, and to ensure that Elyria's elemental harmony would shine as a beacon of hope in the face of the encroaching shadows. The world's fate was in our hands, and we would not falter in our quest to preserve the delicate balance of the elements.
And there you have it, Chapter 4 of Elemental Reckoning, Chronicles of the Soulbound Slayer. Aelar and Sylas have accepted their roles as protectors of Elyria's elemental balance, and the fate of their world hangs in the balance as the Elemental Eclipse draws nearer. Stay tuned for the next chapter as their epic journey continues. If you're enjoying this adventure, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to follow their quest through the elemental turmoil. Until next time, may the elements guide your way.